Stevie Naismith, the player, Stevie Naismith, the coach, and how does Stevie Naismith, the manager, sound? Because it could be a possibility that Stephen Naismith could be the next manager of St Mirren. Hearts have given St Mirren permission to speak to their current coach. Obviously, Naismith, a part of the Hearts coaching setup at the moment, also a part of the Scotland coaching setup, but perhaps he wants to go bigger than that, he wants to go better than that, he wants to take a step up, and realistically, the next step up is into management, and it appears that St Mirren are interested in Stevie Naismith alongside a couple of other players, so it makes sense for Stephen Naismith to be interested in this role, and you can't really blame him for applying for the managerial position at St Mirren. Now, obviously, I like Stephen Naismith, been a good player for Hearts. Obviously, I think him being a coach at the club, it can't harm the club. You know, it's better to have Stephen Naismith as a coach than not to have him as a coach. But would it be the end of the world if Naismith did leave? No, probably not, even though I'd prefer him to stay. But you've got to understand that he has to probably take this opportunity. St Mirren, I mean, they're not the biggest club in the world, but they are a top flight club. You know, they're a club that even if they did go down, you would expect them to be pushing again for relegation. They pretty much consolidated themselves as a Scottish top flight club. So I do expect, you know, the likes of Stephen Naismith to obviously jump at the opportunity of getting this job. Now, whether St Mirren decide, they've talked with him, and whether they decide that he is going to be the right man or not depends. But Stephen Naismith could be leaving Hearts if he is appointed the next St Mirren manager. But it's not just Stephen Naismith that St Mirren are looking at. Apparently they're also wanting, or at least want to talk to Scott Brown. Scott Brown, who just moved to Aberdeen, not even a year at Aberdeen, and it appears he could be leaving there already. He's also got a player coach role at the Sheep, and now he could be leaving after less than a year to join up at St Mirren to be the new manager. Would he be a player manager there? Would this be the end of Scott Brown's career if he did decide to join St Mirren? Would he just solely be the manager and retire from on-field duties? Perhaps. I always feel like it would be hard to be a player manager. It has been done before, but always at lower levels. I can never recall a player manager in the top flight of any footballing league. And maybe I'm wrong. If I am, let me know down below. But normally that stuff is kind of just like tried out in the lower leagues where, you know, maybe the quality aren't as good and stuff like that. But there are also some news. So, I mean, if Stephen Naismith leaves, it's sad, but it'd be worse if he was a player, you know, or the manager. At the end of the day, coaches are replaceable. And I'm sure he's a good coach. He's got a lot of experience, a lot of quality. And like I said, I would prefer him to be a coach at the club than not be, but if he left, I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to, you know, jump off a bridge or anything like that. If he leaves, fair play to him, and I hope he does well at St Mirren. So that's the thoughts on Stevie Naismith potentially leaving Hearts. And also, the Scottish Cup quarter-finals have been announced, and it has been decided. Obviously, we know the fixture list, but we have been given a 7:45pm kickoff slot on the Saturday, 12th of March. So that's when Hearts will take on St Mirren. Obviously, we're at Tynecastle. All this talk about St Mirren. I expect St Mirren will have a manager by then. Who knows? Maybe that manager could be Stevie Naismith, and he could be facing his old club, his former club, in the Scottish Cup quarter-finals. But for now, it has been allocated a 7:45pm kickoff on Saturday night, and it will be shown live on BBC Scotland. Hibs, who are taking on Motherwell the following day at 12:30, will also be shown live on BBC Scotland. As for both the Old Firm games, Dundee host Rangers and Dundee United host Celtic. Both of those games will be shown on Premier Sports, but due to the participation of both Old Firm teams in Europe, there is yet to be a date announced for their Scottish Cup matches, so we don't know yet. It depends on how far they go. Obviously, if they go out this week, then I guess they can just play on the weekend that Hearts, Hibs, Motherwell and St Mirren are all playing on. But if Rangers and Celtic can progress further, if they get into the next round, then that will change things, and they will obviously need to work around the next European slot. So who knows, perhaps their Scottish Cup games could be happening the following week on Premier Sports. We don't really know yet, but it all depends how they do on Europe. And I mean, that's pretty much it. We've had Chris Ilalemo come out and speak about he's got concerns about Hearts' form. Well, have you seen that bag of shite? You seen how bad he was, that miss against Norway? I've got concerns about Chris Ilalemo's legitimacy as a footballer, definitely as a forward, because how the hell did he miss that? So yeah, no, sit down, Ilemo, and maybe when you actually can put the ball in the back of the net, then maybe people will take your opinion a wee bit more seriously. Like I've said, I mean, Hearts, they aren't doing the greatest at the moment, they are struggling, but we'll bounce back. You know, Chris Ilemo, he never bounced back in his career, he never done nothing, so I don't even know how he's got a job in sports. Well, actually, I do know how he's got a job in sports scene, but I'm not here to, share that. I don't want to get a strike or something like that for spitting facts. But nah, that's it, guys. We're going to end the video right here, right now. Steven Naismith potentially leaving Hearts to become the new St Mirren manager, and also our Scottish Cup quarter-final against St Mirren will be broadcasted Saturday the 12th of March at 7:45 PM. Looking forward to it, guys. Anyway, till the next video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you later. Peace.